Hey guys, Coach Life here again. We're back with some more oxygen not included Volcania. I've just queued up to build these bunker tiles and disabled these rockets temporarily. I'm just going to get the hydrogen engine in, and then I can deconstruct these and let the rockets go again. We can start building the hydrogen rockets on top here. Oh my god, we lost some more. Oh, what a surprise. Yeah, awesome. Well, at least we've got some bunker tiles in there. And the dupes seem to be wide awake and, yeah, working their asses off at the moment, which is nice. So we need to check the automation on that, see what is going astray there. It was obviously when it came back in, so we have automation that way. It's triggered from these ones, which is bit 3. The name of the rocket is Skylab Li. So this is number 3. No, is it? Ooh, this could be the explanation. Spirit of Eos Li, Skylab Li. Are we opening the wrong one? Spirit of... that one's not even connected, that's not good. Let me just work this out, hang on. So 1, 2, 3, Skylab Li, bit 3, Skylab Li, bit 3. Well, who knows? Is anything not connected? Well, that one's not connected. Right, let's connect that one. And we'll connect that one. And that's set for bit 1. We'll set that for bit 4. And we'll set this one for bit 4, but we've not actually connected it. That's fine. I'm fine with that. That way at least it's not set on meteorites. Or it is set on meteorites, but it won't open the doors. So yeah, I don't know why those have failed. Power. We've got power. I mean, with our notification levels, they should be able to cope with... should be able to cope no problem at all. We've got no battery in these. No power in these. Why have we got no power in these? That might be an explanation. So that's all connected up. They should be charging. Perhaps we're drawing more on the system now than it can cope with. But if those batteries aren't charged, then these should be working, and they are. So that's good. Yeah, that's all right. We ought to start sending some of this natural gas up, really. We've got rather a lot of it down here. We've got... it's only 11.4 kilos. It's not a horrendous amount. Do we have any natural gas geysers on this one? We did, didn't we? Yeah, we got that one and that one. And... are we storing it anyway? Yeah, we're storing it in here. It's got 3.5 tons per tile. That's fine. Okay. They're not... oh, we've got another meteorite. That's probably what it is. We're probably getting a lot of meteorite showers, and it's just preventing these from charging up. So yeah, we just have to deal with that, I'm afraid. I mean, it's all good. Made a mess, did you? Oh dear. Oh, because you're out there. That's not good, is it? Probably shouldn't have gone out there, really, should you? Alright, I suppose we better get you a... oh, well, you're a dumbass, aren't you? Well, hopefully you've got some metal there that is in reach, so that you can. Oh, that problem solved. Direct hit. Sorry, that's going to make me laugh for ages, that is. Hard as nails survives a direct hit from a meteor. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, let's get these hydrogen rockets built. Then we can set our other rockets back to what they were doing. So they want that one there, that one there. Oh dear, that's quite tickled me, that has. Right, we will need to get some ladder segments in, which will be there and there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. It looks like it's just above those ones on the other side. Although we don't want that one because we're going to put a gantry there. Right, so what's the gantry spacing? Shut up, alarm clock. I'm not going to work today. I've disabled all those. Right, okay, automation. So we now need this to be activated by two different types of rockets, and we also need the gantries up here triggered by a signal coming from the rockets below. So yeah, I need to sort that out. I'm going to deconstruct buildings only, these little ladder segments, because they're throwing my brain off. Which, in fairness, isn't that difficult. So we're going to have oxidizer, 2 fuel tanks, 2 cargo, and then this level here, cancel that, don't want that, will be the gantry. Right, okay, so we can deconstruct these now, and then we'll do the middle ones, and then we'll do the edge ones. 3, 4, 5. Alright, we'll turn these back on because they won't launch until they've got clear space anyway. This one, launch path blocked, missing gantry. Ooh, what's going on there? Right, why is that one opening and this one isn't? Automation? Well, you're going to have a missing gantry because why aren't those doors opening? Missed out a bit of automation here. I think I may have. Yes, there should be a wire going across there. I think. Let's just get that put in quick. Oh, I've done it anyway. Doing it anyway. Right. So just make sure this one takes off. Launch path blocked. Missing gantry still. And just in time to save game. Rocketry. Liquid oxidizer tank. 1, 2. You launching? Do we need to take out some more tiles? I think we do. Let's take out those 2 then. 3. There we go. It's just a question of getting those steel tiles out of the way. And we want to deconstruct all of these. Those 3. Need to dig this out so that they can finish that. And we want a liquid fuel tank on that now, or 2 of them. Oops. Let's go in there. What I might do is take one of them up to here, go for 3 fuel tanks. What have we got on the star map so far? Yeah, not a lot. Let's analyse that level. I want to get up to about 90, 100,000. See if we've got any glimmering planets. Right, I need to sort that plumbing out because that's not right at the moment. That's better. I think we can safely get rid of this liquid pipe now. I'll just send the rest of that liquid into there, and then we can deconstruct it without spilling it all. It's just going to be in the way when we start running all the other plumbing. Doing in here still needs more in there, although it is staying cool enough, barely. Right, what I might do is just send some up from there, I think. Well, we would if it would actually go through that pump. Well, it will go through a pump if you... Oh, there you go. It's just because it's got... Because it's allowed to go the other way, it's refusing to go through the pump. Right, let's see who's making a mess. Where are you stuck? No, toilets out of action again? Yes, they are. Why are they backed up? Ooh, we have a little too much polluted water in the system. Right, this one's going round here, isn't it? It's cooling down there, round here, round here, round here, round here. Oh no, that's the cooling loop. Right, which one are we using this one from? So, a job to keep track of them all. So this was feeding into this loop, which was feeding the plants, I believe. Go down there. That's the overflow. We sent it out this way. It's going in there. Okay, and where's this one coming from? That's coming from up here, which is the cold water. I'll tell you what then, what we'll do is we will snip that there, let the cold water carry on around there for now. Oh, stop doing that. And that should get that moving again. What it would do if... Oh, you're complaining about body temperature, are you? You're a little bit high. Then I need to find an alternative. Yes, I know you're making a mess. These are the things that catch you out every time. Right, just going to pause this while I make a plan. Right, so the simplest plan I could come up with was take an overflow off the water sieve and send that into the feed for our electrolyzer setup, because we've got water sieves on there. That goes down in, gets made germ free, and then gets sent up to here, doesn't it? I think that's right. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. So that will not only utilise it, it will degerm it, if you like, as well. Right, hopefully they'll get that built fairly quickly. I did put it on priority 9. Trypophobia, 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 and a hatchling. Yeah. Thanks. But no thanks. Right, so get this mopped up then. Don't want them getting stressy over that. Still not quite emptied out. Right, that should empty it out. Great, that's it. It's not going to do a massive flow, but it will do some. And hopefully... Right, these need cooling down, don't they? And these ones are okay. And these should cool down when... It's coming in, so that's all going that way anyway. Because it's quite low temperature, it's all minus 4.3. So, if we want to warm that up, let's send it the cold stuff, shall we? Yeah, we can send it the cold stuff by just letting it take the overflow from there. And what we should see is this temperature gradually start coming down. Yes, there it is. As that comes down, that should get the thimble reed back online, and it should start consuming that polluted water, which should unblock everything again. Yeah, it's sending it both ways at the moment, which is fine. I'm cool with that. Yeah, it's not quite cold enough in there, but that'll come back. That'll be alright. Right, all the thimble reeds starting to come back online now. Starting to. Let's just give it a bit of a boost. I'm going the right way. Oh, I'm going the wrong flipping way. What am I doing? I thought it was too hot. It's too cold. Oh god, what a muppet. Right, okay. Let's change that then. We'll give it the warm water. And we'll give that the warm water as well. This is the warm stuff coming in at 37. In fact, that was the stuff that was coming from the toilets. So let's just make sure it's getting it rather than the electrolyzer for now. And this is the cold stuff, isn't it, that is cooling down our refrigerated box. So what are we going to do with that? Could send it up into that, because I want to get it flowing again. So if it's not flowing, it's not going to give us the cooling of the food. So there we go. So we can merge that in with the smaller packets going up there. That will reduce the consumption from here. But also, because it'll only merge every other packet, it should, he says, it should, priority construction, that's on 9, that's fine. It should make sure that this comes through slowly, which will make it last longer. Right, we're still getting water coming down here, really? God damn it. Right. Okay. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I've had enough of this now. So we'll get that wire run through there, and then we're going to put in a airlock here. Remove that section of wire, put in an airlock, and then that should make sure it can, for the vast majority of the time, mean it condenses on this side. We might still get a small amount. He says, wishful thinking. Right, research. What are we researching now? Well, I think the main one is going to be the rest of the cargoes. On the plus side, at least that water's dripping down there and keeping our waterweed fed. Right, that's all done. So let's deconstruct that. Alright, you want it on power wires then. We'll put a block there, and we'll put a mechanised airlock made out of something heat resistant there. And we will deconstruct that and that. Have we got a regular wattage wire anywhere handy? No. No, I'll just have to operate slowly for now. Right, mop that, mop that. That's working, look. It's condensing straight on the door down there. Of course, when it opens, it'll still let a bit through, but at least it won't be quite as bad. I'm just wondering if there's a thing I could do is put this down. Metal tiles would probably be best, wouldn't it? I'll put some metal tiles there. That will reduce. It'll condense on these metal tiles a little bit faster and stop as much steam going up there. And then we can add. I think I'm going to need to run a regular power wire, and we can just power all these airlocks to make them work faster. I'll just put a small transformer down here or something. What's the temperature down here? Actually, I might have some power over here that I can use. So that one's... I can't use that one. Can't use that one. Yeah, because that's running all of that lot. Yeah, I'll just put another power supply in. Just deciding where to put it. I think we'll put it here. Just use a regular one, made out of steel, so it's got a bit more temperature resistance. We'll run that straight across. And we'll run a conductive wire there. There. And rather than run it up there, we'll just put it there with a conductive wire bridge. Job done. That will make those doors operate faster, which will let less steam out. Hopefully a lot of this steam in here will just condense and be done with, which it is starting to condense. And these doors will operate more quickly. Just got to keep an eye on this, make sure it doesn't get too hot, although 275, that should be fine. Just that it's... I suppose, yeah, we could just brick that in. Let's put some drywall in there. Make it out of obsidian, because we've got tons of that. Or if we haven't now, we soon will have when we get into mining this lot out. Right. Bear with me a second, I'm just going to grab some water. Right, now we've done all our problem solving, let's get back to our rockets, shall we? Another one of those. Got to try and remember my automation now. Right, so that one sends a green, so it needs to have a red signal to the gantries, which is a NOT gate. I think what I'll do is I'll put the gantries on the outside this time, and just leave this as a access way. You notice I've refined this now by putting bunker tiles at the top of the ladder, and in a similar fashion to this, to try and stop things getting blocked up. I'm going to dig that there. I should be able to do that without climbing up there, but you know, who knows with these dupes. I mean, the only way he could have got up there was climbing up on that regolith there, I think, so let's just dig that out. I've probably just dug half the map now because I did it just as the save game started. Right, so if we dig that, that'll stop him going down there again. No, doesn't appear. I may have got away with that. Right, so oxidizer, 2 fuel. Let's go 3 fuel on that one. And that will give us 2 cargo, and hopefully there will be room for... Well, we can find out, can't we? Actually, before they build it, let's make sure. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not right, is it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I reckon we'll get a rocket capsule in there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we definitely will. So that one's going to be pushed to the limit. But that should be okay. And then this one will just make 2. So we can use this one for longer distances. I mean, these ones are obviously only farming the first 2. And then this one, when we build this one, we'll decide which we want. Although we will get the hydrogen rocket in first, which apparently can't be built there because it should be there, and we need to get rid of that ladder, which means they won't be able to get up there anymore. So the best way to deal with that is to put these tiles on the inside. Then we can move those and move the ladder across. Good. Right, plumbing. Insulated liquid pipe. Ceramic. So oxidizer. And just go straight across there. Straight across there. And hydrogen will go up there. It's a bit convoluted, but we've got to feed the right number of tanks, so that's okay. That will do the trick. Of course, they probably won't be able to reach all of this pipe, so we'll probably will need to put some ladder segments in for them to just complete the construction. They'll be okay on this one. That'll be okay. Put those in. That should do. Brilliant. Alright, they got rid of that ladder now, so we can put another hydrogen rocket in here. We might have some issues with this heating up down here, but temperature, this one's body temperature is over 40. So we need to cool that down. Probably want to put some more pressure in there as well. Do you know, I know a great way of doing that. Watch this. Hold my beer. What's that in ceramic again? Is that ceramic? Oh, that's probably why. I must have thought ceramic was necessary there, so I'll leave it at that. Ah, they can't get up there. That's why it's not being built. That'll do. So yeah, we're not using this liquid oxygen yet, so if we drop a little bit of it in here, it will obviously evaporate straight away, but also it will drop the temperature significantly. I'm not going to let a lot go in there, just a little bit, but it will definitely cool the place down. And then if it gets too hot again, I can just reconnect the pipe and let it go. Right, so that is, now we want 2 cargo bays made of obsidian. Well, they're rocking away on this one, but this one's taking forever. Oh well, right, we'll let them get on with it. We'll find something else to get on with. Right, how are we getting on down here? This is getting, yeah, it's all freezing, but now I'm wondering. Oh, we've got printing pod. Let's just do the printing pod. Oh, why have we only got care packages? Oh my god, I set it on another game to only give care packages once we got 30 tubes. It's carried over onto this. Oh god, oh, that's annoying. Let's take some copper ore then. I'll need to change that. Let me just save it and nip out and change the settings on that. Well, that's that sorted. So where were we then? Right, we were getting these rockets done, weren't we? And I was messing everything up. Let me see now. Right, we've got this there. We need one on the other side. And that needs to be there, I think. Looks about right. Oh my god, we've got power cut. Power shortage. Why are we power short? Are these all working? Yes, they are. What's going on down here? These are all green. Below. Let's just fire them up to full power. Make sure those get it up above 10,000 watts. We'll open them up. Make sure that we're getting those doors open in time. Oh, and it was too late. I get so tired of rebuilding those doors. Right. Okay, we need... I'm not going to stress about it now. We need some shipping rails. We want one there. We want one that goes all the way over to there. And we want one about this height, which goes... That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is correct. Right, then we'll go steel down the middle to here. We'll put one of these on... No, we won't put one of these. We want another fuel tank first. So we'll put one of those on first. Right, now we need to deconstruct a little bit of this ladder. I think 5 sections should be enough. And then we should be able to get a command capsule on there. Yep. There we go. Literally nose on the bunker doors. Right, automation. We want some tungsten automation wire. Go there and there. We want... If I put in the AND gate first before we wire that properly, then at least I'll get it in the right place. So we want... Probably want enough room to do that. Yeah, that will do. So these two can connect to each other and to there. That one's going to have the switch on it, so we'll have to take a section of ladder out. This one's going to go to a NOT gate, so that when it's green, the ladder retracts. Job done. Right, now we need to do the same on the other side. So we need another AND gate. And this one's going to be a bit simpler, I think. We can put that there. NOT gate made of steel there. And wire from there to there and there to there. That can go to there. And that can go to the switch. Yeah, that's right. So let's put some switches in. Well, one switch anyway. You can't put the other one in until that section of ladder is removed. So we'll deconstruct that section of ladder. Oh, that one is ready to go. So all we've got to do is assign an astronaut and pick a target. Oh, and fuel it up. Oh, what's going on down here? How much oxygen? Oh my god, I've pumped that full of flipping oxygen. Oh my god, all my liquid oxygen's in there now. Oh well, it is what it is. Yeah, that's a little bit cool in there. Oh well. I'm good at making cock-ups like that. Right, now let me just check this command capsule. Is that? I just want to check that automation wire is in the right position. I think it needs to be extended slightly, and it does. So it needs to go one more tooth across. Now we've done that, we can put that switch in to control that rocket. And we need to put that on priority 9 before the meteors start, and we get an absolute pounding. And we need to run some power wire, because that gantry is about to go for a burn. Heavy watt conductive wire made out of steel. And we'll just go straight up the middle to there and to there. Now, there's a nice compact little installation. Now, that's 6 rockets there. That's going to be pretty compact. Talking of 6 rockets, we need to put a fuel tank in. Now what I'm going to do while I'm doing that, I'm just going to short this pipe here so that it goes back, because what I'll inevitably do is I'll put the fuel tank on there and I'll forget to set the capacity as soon as they finish building it, and then we will have 2,700 kilos of liquid oxygen in there and I don't need it. Right, so we can deconstruct some sections of ladder, which will be those. They can go. Now, which side do we want to take the... where's the shipping rail go? Oh, wrong one. Conveyor. So, we'll run a shipping rail in steel. And this one's probably... I'd say it's probably going to be too... Oh, I've deconstructed the bloody ceramic pipe as well, because I didn't know it's set on buildings. Ah! Oh dear. I'm not having a good day. Thankfully there wasn't any gas going around that. I'll get the pipes in advance because... Oh, they haven't taken them out yet. That's handy. Right, they'll be able to reach those, so that's okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's just priority 9 that. Oh, those shipping rails, I made them out of steel, didn't I? Conveyor. Cancel. I want those middle sections just made out of tungsten. As I say, they might last with steel, but no, wrong one. That one. They might last with steel, but I just like the safety of tungsten when it's going to be in direct line of the exhaust, because it just gets so hot. And yeah, I'm probably going to want that. Oh, look, all those trees have turned back into acorns now because it's so cold in there. Oh, God. At least I'm giving you a nice comedic demonstration of how not to play Oxygen Not Included. Obviously I haven't had enough caffeine today, I think. Right, now let's check on our plumbing changes. Make sure they're still working. We haven't clogged everything up again. Yeah, it's not moving, which is a little bit annoying. These are... Right, okay, what's going on here then? So, this is coming in, it's going in there, and that's going into there. Did I not connect that bit? It's a little silly, wasn't it? Right, this should be cooling down a bit now. At least it would do if it wasn't all baking hot now. Just going to have to toggle that until it gets to... Yeah, that should be okay now. The cool stuff's starting to come through. Good, good. We've probably got a tank full of freezing cold polluted water as well. Probably not as cold as this is going to get, mind. Right, how are we going to warm this up? How warm is that coming through here? That's coming through at 87 degrees. So if I reroute some of that... Oh, what's this? That oxygen's at... Yeah, okay, that'll do. I'll just temporarily switch that to regular pipe. It'll radiate a bit of heat back in there and Pips can plant those seeds again. Why is that still going through there? Oh, because I put an out, yeah. Go back. Go back. Don't want you filling up yet. Oh, 1122 kilos. I flipping knew it every time. Right. Fuel tank. Put those conveyor rails in the wrong place, so I've just removed them. And this liquid hydrogen is now flowing around the pipes. So just need to keep an eye on that. Once I've got enough insulation, I will change these centre sections to insulation again to protect them from the rocket exhaust. Ceramic is pretty good, but it's not perfect. Insulation is perfect. And put you on 0. Copy that. And I need to set that to 0. I wish you could set the fuel before they built it. What's going on with this one? Ready, ready, ready. No astronaut assigned. Joshua's assigned. Can he not get in there because of that? Let's sort out that little pile of regolith then. I reckon... I might be wrong, but I think we might get away with those 2 bunker tiles. Definitely get away with one there, and we'll probably get away with one there. Yeah, we should, because they cover. That'll stop those gantries getting covered in flipping regolith every time they open the doors. And I'll do that here as well. No, you're already lined up with the gantry, so that's fine. What about down here? No, you're okay because the bunker door is there. That's fine. Right, one more cargo bay. And this one wants to go to 0. And are we going to make this a triple tanker or a double? Got the pipe there for a triple. Yeah, let's make it a triple. That way it's all set to go a long distance if we need it to. Why you say it's unreachable build? You can go straight off that can. Right, there's a bit of ladder there, okay? Make it easier for you. Right, let's get our telescope working again. I've been slacking on that as per usual. So that's a terrestrial planet. That's organic. I just want to get out as far as possible. Find the tiers and see what's where. It's normally in the sort of 90 to 120,000 kilometer range that you get the glimmering planets, but I suppose I'm not too fussed really, because I've got I've got 17.8 tons of wolframite and 88.5 tons of tungsten, and I've still got a load of wolframite to mine down here. So I suppose that's not really a major issue. We can do something a little bit different on this one, can't we? So what can we get from the other planets? We've got helium giants, where we can get large quantities of niobium. What else have we got? We've got... What can we get from the organics? We've got slime, algae, polluted oxygen, gassy moos and gas grass. I've never done gassy moos. I hear they're an absolute nightmare. Yeah, quite fancy having a go at a nightmare. See how that temperature's doing. Oh, it's coming up. We managed to raise it a little way. Oh, scalding. Who's getting scalded? Oh, too late. Probably digging out. Down here, is it? Down here? No. No. Who knows? Right, it's getting a bit cool in here now. Because we're not making much... Right, what's going on? Digger Max, why are you getting... Why is it cooking up here? Why are you getting so hot? Where's it getting so hot from? Ooh! Yeah, that's getting a little toasty, isn't it? But that's okay because you're going through there in Atmo suit. So where are you getting hot down here? 62.7. That's okay. That's an acceptable. I mean, it's not pleasant, but it's an acceptable temperature as far as duplicates are concerned. Oh, that hydrogen pipe, is that? Ah, I bet that's it. Right. Let's change that to insulated. And I am going to use ceramic for that. Yeah, sometimes there are things that it's a good idea to use ceramic for, and that is definitely one of them. So we'll do that, and we'll run it across there as well. After that, I'm not too fussed. In fact, we don't even need to do it up there, because it's inside an insulated wall there, isn't it? Yeah, sorry about that, dupes. It's my fault I've cooked you. We'll put that on a priority 9. Get that done quickly so we stop crisping them up. Of course, also it's hot over here as well when they're using the molecular forge, which is why I've run that cooling pipe round there. Right, this one, we'll set that to 0 for now. We want some cargo bays. 1. We want shipping rails, conveyor rails, tungsten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we want one made out of steel going straight down. That's ready to go. Now, I'm not going to use them straight away this time. I'm going to wait till we've got a biological. Or have we got a biological yet? No, we haven't. Are we still researching those? We are. Have we got the research materials in the planetarium? We've got some of them. Not enough to do it. So when this one comes back, rather than send it to the same planet over and over, like I have been for the last God knows how many flights, we'll send it somewhere useful. I think it was going to that one. Oh, look at that. 2% niobium, 9% iso resin. That one's 9% iso resin, but nothing else. This is the one we want to send it to next. And then we'll possibly send it to that one. Yeah. Got some good little asteroids there. That's nice. Printing pod. Moment of truth. Yay, we have dupes available. But we have arbor acorns, and I definitely need the arbor acorns. I need to get this going. This is going to be our trees, and that's going to be for our ethanol production. We need ethanol production because our poker shells just aren't delivering at the moment. We need to up that. Improve the number of poker shells we're getting. Right, let me know. You're probably too cold now, aren't you? No, irrigation. I find that hard to believe. We're not getting any... Right, yes, we can do that now. Put that back in so that the hot goes there and the cold goes that way. Right, now let's make sure. We've got bailout for the clean water. That's going out into our rail there. Great. We shouldn't get backed up there, so our toilets won't be peeing on the floor again. That's good. Hey, that's really low pressure oxygen in there. Oh dear, that's not good. Right, what's going on here? Is that just the rails going to the Atmo suits, is it? Yes, it is. So, what's that going on? Right, we definitely need to start feeding some of this into the base. It's going up there, but it's not enough, is it really? So, let's give that a little snip, make sure more of it goes that way. Ah, yeah. Let's send less into storage. Just give it a full pipe. That will send more into the base. And I see a pipe that I can reconnect there, which will send more that way. Oh god, it's such a balancing act, this. Oh, there's a bridge needed there. Which is why that's all static. Right. Of course, the oxygen that comes out of here is very, very toasty, unlike the other stuff that's coming out of the... So we'll shut down our bypass now, I think. Send it all via the cooler. Although that's not got any hydrogen. So that's not going to cool much, is it? And that's coming down at an acceptable temperature at the moment. We'll need to just see if this backs up again. Obviously the main issue there is that we just not... Well, we've got... Didn't we put some hydrogen storage up here? Yes, we did. How much have we got in there? 1,000 kilos. Could probably send some of that into the anti-entropy thermonullifiers. Just wondering if we can get in there. I might be able to do a sneaky bridge. I just don't know where the build point is on that. If I put a ladder there, they might be able to reach it and build it. If they can, then we can just latch onto that. Yeah, probably 9. Oh yeah, good lads. Didn't even need the ladder. Yeah. Let's get that pipe connected. Now it's going to go both ways. So what that'll mean is this pipe will fill up to the thermonullifiers, and then any excess will just be returned to the compressor. And it's not like that hydrogen's being used for anything else at the moment anyway, because we've got masses of it down here, plenty of oxygen. How are we doing on temperature? Yeah, it's coming up. Just got to keep an eye on it. Oh, do you know what? That's the what? Thermosensor. And a automated notifier with an automation wire. Right, so as soon as that temperature gets up to normal, that I'll set that to go off and we'll be up and running. So I can change the pipe back to something more reasonable. What is it? Yeah, it's getting a bit toasty down here. Why is that getting so toasty? Is it those doors? No, because it's hotter out here than it is in there. I guess it's the same issue. Yeah, we've got pipes. No, these will be fine. 70.5. No. Why is it so hot out here? Where's all the heat coming from? It's not the water. Right, where's our cooling solution? It's 29, right, okay, we're going to extend that then. Makes sense, doesn't it? That's what we put it there for. Although it's not helped by the low pressure. Right, liquid bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That'll be fine. This is self-filling, so as soon as this has any gaps in it, it just tops it up. Of course, the problem we do have is they haven't built all the pipes yet, so get on it, dupes. It's hyper important, that one. Right, gas valve. Oh, that's on a bloody filter as well, isn't it? Or is that not being used now? No, that's not being used, so it can just be deconstructed. We can also deconstruct the gas pipes there as well. So that'll stop that from overheating. What about the fish food? The fish release. That's made out of copper, so we'll just deconstruct that and replace it with something that won't overheat. Oh, missed it. They beat me to it. Fish release. Gold amalgam. There we go. That will do. Right, how are we doing for oxygen pressure now? It's coming up. Still not good though. Right, let's just have a little look at how the oxygen's coming through. I'm surprised so much oxygen is going into these atmo suits, because these really aren't being used much. Why are you holding your breath, Ashcan? I know it's low oxygen there, but just jump in a flipping atmo suit. It's because you're idle. Okay. Priorities. Where's my diggers? Sort by digger. Right, you can have a bit of operating to do then, because there's always plenty of operating to do. And if there ain't no operating, you can do some storing. There we go. I'll try and keep you busy with building, but there you go. Sometimes there isn't any. One of those, and we need some more ladders. 3, 1, 2, 3. No, I don't want that, do I? Already decided I didn't want that, but I do want this. Right, so send green signal if above, and we'll say 18 degrees. Because if it's 18 degrees there, that means it's a lot warmer here. And I'll need time to get this pipe changed over to insulated again. So, forest hot enough, and we'll pause and zoom. Oh dear. The last time I used pause and zoom, I was like just putting some ladders in, and it paused and zoomed, and I put ladders right across the map, and I laughed at myself for that, and I was like, right, I'm not going to use that anymore. And of course, I watched Francis's video yesterday, and he did the day before yesterday, and he did exactly the same because he's got a notifier on his polluted water tanks. He did exactly the same, dragged ladder build right across the map. Oh dear. Right, husbandry, no, we want dupes suitable as astronauts, I'm afraid. So, and you don't stack up. I could use the duplicate configuration managers to change them, but no. We get the right dupes through the pod, or we don't use them. Right, let's dig down here a bit further. Accelerate the cooling of all this rock. I think we're going to go down here, you know. I think it's about time we started cooling this lot down. So, we'll build some igneous ladders. Yeah, you're going to wish you were idle again, diggers. And there. I'm not going to make them dig all the way across there yet. I'm just penciling in the ladders. Right, I want to dig this bottom bit out as well. So this crude oil needs protecting. I don't want to use this crude oil, but I just don't want it turning into sour gas. So if I put some insulated tiles over the top of it, that'll keep that protected while I... Because this might go up to 1,000 degrees down here. Probably not that much now. It's only 1,000 degrees over here. What I want to do is I want to keep it around about the 300-400 degree mark, and then just dig further into it. There, that's plenty legitimate for that. So I'm going to deconstruct that ladder there, because it's messing with me ladder feng shui. I'm going to go straight down there. I'm going to put a ladder across there to there, and then we'll continue it on over here to there. These are just penciling in at the moment. I'm not actually going to get them to dig out to those yet. 2, 3, 4, 5. I just said that, but I thought it worth repeating because obviously you can see me putting them in. Ooh. Right, and we'll do a big long one down here. Do it right down to the abyssalite. Right, easier. Let's do it the easy way. Save me counting every time. And one more. And then we can just copy these. Some nice hot lead over there. No, don't go that far. You want to go as far as the abyssalite for now. Well, that's not right, is it? Oh, it's these that are wrong. That's okay. Right, so now what I'll do, believe it or not, is cancel that vertical one. Pause, come on. So yeah, now I've plotted them all out. What I can do is just build in the vertical segments and dig the selection that I want at any one time. For example, this is going to be our first section, and we're going to dig that to there. That'll give us a bit more heat down to here. We're about 600 degrees there, that'll be fine. And we can dig all this out now. Just don't need it anymore. It's not important. What we do need is some ladders. 1, 2, 3, 5. That's fine. And another vertical one there. There's plenty of igneous rock there. Can dig this out. Don't need that anymore. Suffocating? Suffocating. Oh, John, really? Yeah, chances of us getting you out of there pretty slim. You are a muppet. What can I say? You might make it out, but you're going to die. You're going to run out of there. This you. Oh, well done, lad. Well done. God, I thought you were dead as a dodo then. Yeah, you muppet. Can't believe you did that. Right, yeah, now you need to go and get out your suit because it's got no oxygen left in it. Right, now we were doing this, weren't we? Yes. I was corner building. I remember now, I was corner building this so we could put a transit tube in there. Right, okay. So, get that built. And then we just take one out, don't we? And we're going to put a... It's only 78 degrees now, isn't it? How hot is it down here? Yeah, that's 380, so I don't really want to mess with that. Wondering how much... So we can just... We don't want to take that in there, we just want to spit them out, don't we? Yeah. So that way we just spit them into there. This can go in there now. Cool. And then we'll finish that off, I think, in the next episode, because I must be well over an hour by now. Hope you've enjoyed the episode, guys, and I will see you tomorrow.